as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. At the 33-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play fake. Mahomes looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 25 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Powers through him, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A nice throw there by Mayfield. A guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player that sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw, Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. A run for Nick Chubb. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And Kansas City drafted McCall Hardman, hoping he could be something of a Tyreek Hill clone. They're still trying to find his exact niche. He did have 41 catches last year, and he makes a nice one there.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Now he's flushed out left. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. 7-7, our score after 1. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Signed in the offseason, Jadeveon Clowney. Everywhere he goes, people expect to see what we just saw. Him chasing quarterbacks and putting them on the deck. He's been around in this league a number of different places, but in each spot, the expectation is that he may get double-digit sacks.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started, and they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 109 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield now. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Kelsey out in the slot right. Bell. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That one goes for 24 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Mayfield to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll check it down to Bell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
Being chased out left. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flushed out right. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Mayfield
off the play fake. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
Shrugs him off, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Joel Bitonio. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Tyrann Mathieu, the All-Pro, up to make the stop.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelsey last year. 2nd among NFL tight ends.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and
3. Working with a 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Now Chubb running right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mayfield now on second down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 142 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
First down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
First down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Mayfield on play action. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Browns add on to their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Browns 28, Chiefs 19.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it again with Chubb. Down to the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
It's now 4th down.
To throw, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Another huge season last year for Tyreek Hill, teaming up with Patrick Mahomes. Close to 1,300 yards receiving, 15 touchdowns as well, and that was second only to Devontae Adams. We know about the big plays. Also makes the dependable chain-moving catches as well.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham, 71 yards. And the Browns use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes finding Kelsey, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it.
He's got it at the 15. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Here's Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. Drive about to get started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And again, it's Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And all the way down to the 12.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Browns, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.